A handsome, tall Australian man walks into a bar late at night. He glances up in the moonlight and decides, tonight I will burn the late night tequila. He looks eyes with a woman in the bar. She'll be mine, he whispers. He wanders over to her, knowing, with a smug smile, he will, of course, be having sex with her tonight. He walks over, winks at her once, and says, "May I sit here?" She, of course, nods and says, "Without a doubt." He sits down next to her and decides, "We can share this drink." And so he says to her, "We can share this drink." She's dumbfounded by his good looks. Never in her entire life has she experienced a man of this level of charisma. They sit down, they start chatting. The night goes on well. The waitress comes over, but she's not serving them. She's serving him. She chucks a cheeky smile his way, and as he grins back at her, she leaves her number on a napkin. The man grabs the napkin and he says, "My loyalty to you, my lady," he says to the woman next to him at the bar, "will prove that..." Oh my god, Goblin Curse's radius is much bigger. Wait, did it get a buff? I didn't even fucking realize. He says, "I will throw this away in your honor." And he does. The woman next to him smiles. She'd never experienced this level of loyalty before. The night progresses. Everything is going swimmingly. The tall, sexy, charismatic Australian man, he's doing everything right. She can't help but let her jaw drop to the floor in awe, as she's never seen such devilish good looks before. And just as the bar is about to close, he whispers, "Follow me." And the man and the woman, they head off. They leave the bar, as it served its purpose. It was a meeting ground for a night of deep and passionate love. "To mine," she says, and he does nothing but follow. What started out as merely a trip to the pub has now ended in nothing but a beautiful love affair. They wander in to the woman's apartment. It's beautiful. Multiple stories. Everything a man and a woman could ever want. They sit down on the couch. "May I pour you a drink?" she says. "Why, of course," he whispers back. The drink is poured. "A vodka coke for you, sir." "Thank you, my lady," is what he says now in a slightly devious tone, because we all know, at least he did, where this night was heading. He takes a sip from the drink. Sweet as ever. He knew this was nothing but foreshadowing for what was going to happen later that night. And he grins as she takes a sip of her own. He knew, she knew, they knew what was about to transpire. It was going to be a night to remember. A night that will live in infamy. This was going to be a night of love. The drinks begin to empty. The drinks begin to empty. And as the last droplets leave the lips of the young woman, she smirks and turns towards the handsome, charismatic, sexy, and Australian man and says, "Well, now what?" Another devious smile forms upon the face of the man. He simply says, "You know what." Immediately, passionate kissing. Passionate kissing. They lock lips as if they've been meaning to do it their entire lives. It's getting beautifully sloppy. It's getting disgustingly majestic. This is a night, both of them, they know it, they'll remember for the rest of their lives. But suddenly, something starts brewing. A weird, fumbly, crumbly, stumbly feeling starts to emerge in the stomach of the charismatic, sexy, handsome Australian tall man. This is a feeling he knows too well. Oh no. His IBS is flaring up. Not at a time like this, he thinks. Any other time, but not a time like this. And the night continues, and he holds back. Passionate love. Sweating. Thrusting. The night is going perfectly. But this one issue was becoming more than an issue now. It was becoming a liability. But he holds back. He simply lets the night happen and doesn't interfere with fate. The lovemaking goes on all night. Sweaty, hot, steamy. The night is getting young, as in the morning is beginning. The sun is coming up. The night is now reaching a close. And they're both lying there, completely nude in the bed. It was a night worth living. They lie there, and they know the night is coming to an end. And a little frown begins to appear upon the lady's face. She knows it's over. But almost a sigh of relief begins to appear upon the face of the man, because he knows something is coming. He is in a bit of a rush, so he grabs his clothes, and he says, "Thank you, my lady, but tonight must end on my terms." Before she even gets a whisper out, he simply grabs his jeans and walks out, puts on his green puffer jacket, and walks out the door. He walks out the door. He glances to his left. He sees nothing. He glances to his right. He sees nothing. The door behind him is shut. The lady is still in the house. He looks all around, and just when he thinks the coast is clear, he lets out a SAR bomb. A 6.8, a 9.9 on the Richter scale. The sound, the shock waves shatter windows. It is an absolute... It's a pelter. Sound waves vibrating everywhere. But luckily no one was around to hear, let alone smell it. But luckily, he's alone. The woman isn't coming out. She doesn't want to see the man anymore. She knows the night has served its purpose, and she dares not mess with fate. And just when he thinks the coast is clear, he hears a little sound, a little rumbling. Oh no. There was a homeless man. And just as he turns to his right, they lock eyes, for they both know what has just happened. A feeling of immense guilt now starts to fill the young lad's feelings. He knows he's now made a homeless man's day somehow even worse. And so he scatters off like a little rodent, because he knows there's no recovering from this. There's nothing he could say. There's nothing he could do. He let a homeless man suffer. That man was KFC Clash.